Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a pair of teams who rank in the top 10 in total yards and believe they can move the ball against any defense. It's the Patriots going up against the Chargers.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up and make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now let's go. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Pearson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Norris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So the D-line's going to spread out. And some room to maneuver. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Over, back there to that Philly. Here we go. Set. Good.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Foles. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That good for 22 and a first down.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Check 49.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. Over. Detroit. Whip. Watch the whip. Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Gun. Under 10. Over. Leopard. Kill.
Here's Foles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now let's go. Check. Crunch. Leopard. Check 37. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Jump. All right, now lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they'll just roam and hit.
Back to throw. Pearson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And again this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Foles. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Tight, double tight. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deion Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Operating from the gun. Pearson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stout troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Check. Watch Detroit. Detroit. Leopard.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch 81.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Over! Check 50. Kill. Let's go. Gun!
Now back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Roger. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue landed.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single. Let's go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Watch the slant. Leopard. Watch safety creep. Over.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
No. Check four. Set. Blue landing. 93's the mic. Let's go, D. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Lucky.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
You got motion man right there.
They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
From the gun on third down. Pearson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lambeau will put this one through. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw. Pearson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that'll set him back 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room to run inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back now in Los Angeles. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Single. Watch 20, check 20. Here we go now. Detroit! No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. Forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
No, check. Patriot! Detroit! Let's go! Game time!
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Garcia. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82.
They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. Pearson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pearson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Norris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, Pearson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman with it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Back to throw. Pearson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chargers getting set to go. Getting down to the end here. They have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Tie right. All right, here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. On 1st down, Pearson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down, Pearson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Pearson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come.